going to give you my 10 favorite episodes of The A-Team. Who didn't grow up in the 90s? Who didn't grow up in the 80s and didn't love the A-Team? I don't want to meet the person who didn't love the A-Team. So I'm going to give you my 10 favorite episodes, and we're going to rank them, see which one out of those 10 are the best. If you're thinking, I didn't really like A-Team, I'm not going to watch this video, trust me, you're going to want to watch this video. So let's get started. Sorry about that. The junkyard dog wants to start barking. Okay, we got the list right here. Great. This is my favorite of the 10. Very good. It's because it's very good. Good, pretty good, fun. I think you get a thrill of it. So let's go here with Season 3, Episode 11. I think a lot of you are going to remember this one. This is the episode entitled Trouble at Home. This was when the A-Team is called to protect a small farming town after the local sheriff and his gang of thugs want to use farmland for a new casino. I think you remember that one. That was it was kind of generic, but it was a lot of fun. But I'm gonna put it in the pretty good section. Okay, then Season 2, Episode 3 is one I'm pretty sure all of you remember. It's Chicken Turkey. Remember that one? It's Chicken Turkey. This is when the A-Team is called to help protect a small family who owns a deli. It seems a big chain restaurant has moved into town, and they want to close out this deli, so they'll be the only chicken place in town. And BA gets really upset because he really loves chicken, and it's a really fun episode, so we're going to put it in the fun category. Season 4, Episode 17, Deadly Assault. Well, I mean, this is probably in everybody's top 10 list. This is when the A-Team is hired by a small church group to protect them from this new mega church in town who wants to build a Jesus camp on the family's cemetery lot. They want to just remove the headstones, put their new Jesus camp right there on the old family cemetery plot. I'm going to put that one in the very good section. I really like that one. Now, Season 1, Episode 22. Which I think Season 1 is probably the best season, but Episode 22 is probably the best of that season. This is, what's the name of this one? Oh, Harder They Fall. Remember that? Harder They Fall. This is when the A-Team is called to help a local repair shop after a nonsense realtor wants to sell their shop in order to open a chain of do-it-yourself auto stores. I'll put that one in the good list. It's good. It's fun too. It could have won the fun list. It's going to go there. And then we have Season 5, Episode 4, Alive and Kicking. This is when the A-Team is called to help protect a small dance studio who's gonna have their annual dance-off fundraiser, but this rival dance company broke the leg of the main dancer and threatened to break the legs of the other dancers if they compete in the dance-off fundraiser. BA has to wear a tutu in this one. That's why I like it. I'm gonna put it in the fun category. Seeing BA in that tutu dancing, that was really funny. Season 5, Episode 9. This one's called The B-Team. Remember this? I know this is controversial. A lot of people don't like the B-Team. This is when the A-Team is unable to come help a small local mayor who is being bullied by a rival guy running also for mayor. The team passes this job off to the B-Team, and this was an open door pilot for a spin-off series called The B-Team that never did happen, and it just has to be in the fun category. It's just fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but you don't get to see the main cast except at the beginning and the end. I didn't like that. Season 3, Episode 15, Big Gun, Small Bullets. This is when the A-Team was hired by an anti-gang club in town, and they wanted to put a stop to this gang downtown that was taking these kids that was supposed to be in the anti-gang club, kind of like a boys club, but this gang was recruiting those boys. And one thing I remember that is they had to drug BA to get him there because it was in New York and they were in LA, so they had to put some bills in his turkey club sandwich. It was really funny. I'm going to put this one in the good section. That was a really good one. Season 2, Episode 11. This one was entitled Sleep No More. The A-Team must drug BA once again by putting sleeping pills in his potato salad. This is after Face's uncle, who lives in Hawaii, hires them to fly down to protect the hula dancer club that he owns. He trains hula dancers, and there's another competition of hula dancers there's some rivalry going on, and it's a pretty good episode. I'll put it right there. Season 1, Episode 12. This one's called Dust in the Air. And this is pure fun. This is pure funny. This is when the A-Team had to act like rodeo riders to protect a local rodeo. It seems a bigger rodeo was in town buying up all the small rodeos, and this family-owned rodeo didn't want to sell, but they were like, "You're gonna sell to us, or we're gonna burn down your rodeo." Oh, it was a crazy episode. And to see the guys all dressed up in their rodeo outfits, that's a winner right there. I'm gonna put it in the very good section. And now, season 4, episode 9. And it was a 2-parter called Death Comes a Knockin'. This, again, was a 2-part episode about the team is hired to help a local video rental store stay in business after this big corporation comes to town. And this big corporation uses its power and muscles to force this smaller video rental store to only be able to rent Laserdisc. You can't rent VHS movies there, only Laserdisc. And of course, that's going to hurt sales, and that's what the big company wants. So people leave the mom and pop store and go to this big store. But actually the episode, or at least part 1, ends and you learn this was all some big con by Colonel Decker to finally catch the A-Team. Whew, it left us on our heels. What a great cliffhanger. But then, if part 2 came, we saw Hannibal dressed up like a homeless lady and flatten the tires on Colonel Decker's Jeep, and they were able to escape. And this one, I know it counts almost as 2 episodes. I see it as a mini movie. I'm putting it in great. This is the best episode of the A-Team that you will ever see. Trust me, it's really good. That's from season 4, episode 19. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That's my top 10 A-Team episodes. Let me know what episodes you like the best. Maybe you like that one where they drug BA and get him on the airplane. That was a classic one right there. But let me know in the comments what you think about these. Out of these 10, which one is your favorite? And until the next video, thumbs up on my content. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.